Quiet on set, everybody. Chris and Deanna are out in the Poconos making another great segment for you viewers at home. So we wanted to give you a little behind the scenes look at what it takes to make PTN the Pocono Television Network. Check it out.
That looked great.
It may appear as though the PTN crew is having a great time telling stories about the Poconos. That's because they are. Now in its 6th year of production, the Pocono Television Network keeps churning out content for viewers. And on this day, they were in Milford.
The real star here is the Pocono Mountains. I mean, and all the things that we have to offer that are totally different.
Chris Barrett and Deanna Fontanez teamed up again for some of the must-sees and do's when in town. They're in front of the camera, while there's a huge crew behind. Makeup, sound, showrunners. Take One Productions has been there since the beginning of Pocono Television Network.
When you have especially a beautiful day like today, every picture is a postcard. It really is. And so we have to find ways to be able to make that really look nice and get across the idea of this is where you want to come to spend your hard-earned dollars. This is where you want to come to be able to enjoy a family vacation. Action!
These segments in Milford, Honesdale, and other locations during a week-long shoot will soon be in high rotation on your televisions, smart devices, and more. And it takes a lot of planning and preparation to pull it all off.
We do a lot of planning for this. Months prior to the shoot, we are figuring out the purpose, the call to action of the segment or the commercial we're producing. We're writing scripts, we're determining what members and local businesses might best fit that, and then communicating with those members and our partners to develop the content.
It's always very gratifying, and it's humbling in a lot of ways too. But it's actually very gratifying when somebody will come up to you and say, hey, the reason why we came here is because we saw your television commercial, or we saw Pocono Television Network, or whatever it was, and they felt confident enough about what they saw to spend their personal time with us, their vacation time, which is really sacred.
I think what I love the most is I get to experience things that you probably wouldn't think of. So I get to try things and then tell the viewers.
Deanna and Chris get to meet the people of the Poconos, just like me and Brianna, and get to tell their stories too.
You've got some hosts. So you have James Hamill, you've got Brianna Strunk, you have Chris Barrett, of course, and Deanna. They all have their great strengths individually. And I think that shows a lot about what this area can provide for tourists coming here. So everybody, Deanna likes to get out and do the crazy stuff, the whitewater rafting and the paint guns and stuff. You guys do stuff too. James and Brianna do, really interesting stories. Sometimes it's the news stories and the hard-hitting stories that hit the communities.
I feel like a lot of the hidden gems that we have in the Poconos, little cute shops and boutiques, all the amazing food and restaurants, the breweries, the wineries, the distilleries, and all the fun adventures that we have in the Poconos. I think people tend to think of the Poconos as like skiing, snowboarding, tubing, but it's so much more. Like, there's so much to do every season, and I think that's what I love, that we get to show everybody everything.
When we started the Pocono Television Network, I thought, first of all, we have a great team. You can't do anything without a great team of people who are passionate and dedicated. And they're passionate and dedicated about the Pocono Mountains. And they're passionate and dedicated about telling really good stories. And that's where I think the value of watching PTN is it goes way beyond the 15 or 30-second commercial. It digs into the story and tells you why people are very passionate about what they do and why they're dedicating their lives to providing a great hospitality experience in the Pocono Mountains.
Next time you watch something on Pocono Television Network, remember just how much goes into sharing these stories. The long hours, the additional takes, the editing, and know that PTN is always Pocono proud. Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network.